I know what you about to say, and I've seen you guys, the way you structure your campaigns and the way you go about it. So I won't steal your thunder.
Okay, awesome. Smart shopping, with the analogy that I'll offer people is everybody views Google as driving a Formula One race car. And I think that has been true in the past. You know, I mean, you look at the dashboard and it's just like, oh my goodness, there's so many things for us to do. Smart shopping and most new automated bidding, you know, like you take dynamic search ads, for instance, most of the mechanisms that rely on the machine, you have to change your paradigm. You're not driving a Formula One race car anymore. You're now sailing a boat. And when you sail a boat, you know, you make one minor decision and you start to see the shift, and then you have to sometimes adjust or correct or whatever. And then more importantly, it's not just sailing the boat that's important. It's everything on the peripherasis. Yeah. You know, it's making sure that you've got like your life jackets and all that stuff, you know, set off to the side. There's a bunch of things on the outer edge. You've mapped your course. You know what the weather's like. So it forces you to look at things that Google Ads managers aren't used to looking at. I'll be really specific here. A couple of notes. When you're setting up your smart shopping campaign, you want to make sure you're running standard shopping alongside smart shopping. Google says not to do this. That's wrong. You need standard shopping because standard shopping is going to feed smart shopping. Now, smart shopping will begin to take away from standard shopping. That's okay. So don't worry if you see your standard shopping campaign dip down. That's what's supposed to happen. But your standard shopping campaign is going to feed your smart shopping campaign. At the same time, you want to make sure that you're also running a dynamic remarketing campaign. Google says not to do that either. And the reason for that is because your dynamic remarketing campaign is going to get no play. But what's interesting is, and I don't know why this is, and I'm hopeful that Google fixes this, dynamic remarketing campaigns capture users better than smart shopping campaigns do. So if you run a dynamic remarketing campaign, your remarketing audience gets bigger, and then the smart shopping campaign looks over and goes, oh, I'll take those. Thank you very much. So running dynamic remarketing gets you 0 impressions, and you would assume, oh, this isn't working. But if you don't run it, then your remarketing audience gets much smaller. And smart shopping is a heavy remarketing display-based network. So it's critically important that you have some of those pieces. And then you also want to do all the things that you would normally do, and, you know, run a brand campaign, run a competitor campaign, run Facebook ads, like anything, organic traffic, YouTube, anything that you can do to feed the search algorithm. Yeah. We have clients that run Facebook at a loss because the loss in Facebook gives such a uptick in conversions in Google that it actually ends up making sense.